Hi, my name is Eileen Kelleher, and I am a child, teen, and family therapist in Chicago. And I just wanted to make a video for all the teenagers out there because I know that that was not an easy time for me. And I think that sometimes it's easy to dismiss the valid concerns of teenagers. It's easy for adults to kind of use words like dramatic or defiant to try and um, silence, the real needs of kids who are growing up and doing the best they can. And I think that, being a teenager, there's constant changes. You don't really know what's going on all the time. People are having very high expectations of you while also having very low expectations in terms of your maturity. So there's just like kind of this double-edged sword of being too young, supposedly, to make certain decisions, but also being old enough or asked to make decisions that most adults wouldn't be able to make. So it can just be a difficult time overall. And then on top of that, you have friendships, family, work, school, going to college or a technical school, or taking a year off, or pursuing other interests. Like, there's so many different avenues to take and so many decisions to be made. And a lot of times that can be overwhelming on anyone, but especially if you deal with depression or anxiety, that can become a source of a lot of pain and stress. And I know that it can be really difficult to get through the day when you're not sleeping well, when you're getting into constant arguments with either family or having difficulty keeping friends or maintaining those relationships. It can also be hard when you're afraid a lot of the time, and that can manifest as having like physical symptoms of sickness like headaches or stomach aches. Or it can also, manifest as having panic attacks. And when you're a teenager and just kind of trying to get by and do the best you can, having those interruptions in your life can be really, really hard to manage. I know that with depression, it can also be hard when you don't want to get out of bed, when the things that you used to like when you were younger no longer bring you joy or fun, when you kind of are struggling to find out what your purpose is, where the meaning of your life is, and also having negative thoughts happening in your brain that could, lower your self-esteem or make it really hard to show up in a way that makes you feel confident and assured. And I just want you to know that it is possible to get to that place. I think that was a hard thing for me when I was younger, and for a lot of the teenagers that I work with, is it's hard to have hope when things have been difficult for an extended period of time. And I think that it's also important to know that, you don't have to be on the extreme end of the spectrum. Like, you don't have to be failing out of school. You don't have to be getting in fights with people in order to seek help for emotional difficulties you may be having. It's okay to prioritize your well-being. And if you're really struggling to get by and function and just manage your emotions, it's okay to see a therapist, to see someone who can provide that help and support, because it's something we all deserve. And the earlier we learn this stuff, the better, because then our mental and emotional health can improve going on into adulthood, and we're more likely to have happy, fulfilling lives. We can meet some of the goals we have. But right now, if you're just struggling to kind of get through the day sometimes, it might be good to have a conversation with your parents about getting some help from a therapist or other professional, just so that you can be happier, because you deserve that. You deserve to experience some of the good things that life has to offer. And I think it's definitely possible, and I think it's important. And I just wanted you to know that. So that's all I have, and I will talk to you later. Bye.